The Duke Blue Devils meet the Syracuse Orange, second meeting of the season between
Cross.
He's in the home stretch of his career.
And if they can find him in space, they're pretty good.
30 days. Duke missing a key piece. Face-off man, All-American Jake Naso out for the tournament with a lower body injury. Cal Gerard took the opening face-off, and the Blue Devils gained possession. 15 to shoot. O'Neal, marked by Billy Dwan. O'Neal was 2 for 12 shooting in the first meeting against Syracuse. It's Dyson Williams' career goal number 196.
Created some opportunities early on, and then there, as the shot clock is counting down, kind of I want to start a petition that you're not allowed to use black mesh in college lacrosse. Just not, in my opinion, not a great look.
Hard to see the numbers, huh? McAdory turn, and Duke already halfway to its tally.
A change-up look, and again, right there, they got 2 goals in 42 seconds. McAdory, within the man, are they talented and fun to watch.
Zawada over to O'Neal. Syracuse's man-down defense, it's a wholesale line change. The Junkyard Dogs. O'Neal thought about it. Zawada, step down, rocket. Yes, sir.
The pass to Denenza in the crease, who gets it out quickly to O'Neal. And rather than O'Neal taking the shot.
So out this weekend was more precautionary. He's taken more than 1,600 face-offs in his career. A lot of mileage, dealing with a lower body injury. They want him at his best next weekend onwards. Duke cylinders, McAdory second. Duke is 4%.
Was predominantly a midfielder all year. And I think they found something.
Carolina went to a man-to-man. And part of that, they wanted to take away McAdory dodging downhill.
Yeah, when he gets going full speed, like he is kind of the starter of Duke's offense.
Boy, they can't slow. Ran right out of the box. It's 5-0 Duke.
Behind the cage, the red shirt, freshman to his strong left hand. Absolutely, like that's a challenge.
Denenza losing his man. Spins around back to X, snakes back. Now it's Zawada from up top. Crease, feed, doorstep, and in the crease. There's Burt Whistle, part of the second midfield, which has been the most productive second midfield in the ACC this year. Burt Whistle, row up Stevens. And the Orange get on the Princeton transfer. This is a young Syracuse 2 years ago.
Leadership can go a long way, right? But here again, this is Hiltz. We highlighted him in the open. Ball, just great understanding of spacing and rotation from this Orange offense.
They really channel the spirit of their head coach and how they play and move the ball. Stevens did not take long.
It's on the man up. A little hidden ball trick behind. Gets Duke guessing a little bit. Not your normal.
Here comes Zawada. Pappendick. Back to X and Zawada. McAdory. Good look from the wing. Park.
Duke's offense. A lot of their time in this. Right here we see O'Neal top center. How do you scout that?
McAdory, O'Neal, Naso all played together in high school at St. Anthony's on Long Island. Now Ben Johnston, Duke's top incoming freshman. Here comes O'Neal, cranks and scores off.
See here, right, as he gets the pass from Johnson. A big release, but he's so big and physical.
Duke arguably has the best quartet of short stick D-middies in the country. Leo, question mark not there. Shot on the run by English, save Jamison. Dyson Williams trying to get free in the crease. He's in the landlocked navel of that Syracuse defense. There's Williams, and he's 10th man-up goal of the season.
With the second goal of the game. Very dangerous on the low.
McAdory using that speed and that shake. Feet in front, shot and a score. McAdory has been in the middle of it all, finding Grant.
Best defensive players in the country, but he's been running out of the midfield, right? So you're not used to guarding behind the cage.
He's been dominant in place of Naso. Gerard turbos ahead, puts it on Cage, hits the pipe, and they will wave off the Frizzoli shot as the Soren Arrogate 3-1 in an ACC filled with heavyweights. Man-up chance here. Spallina to Burt Whistle, who led the nation in man-up goals last year. Finn Thompson has been shooting it all the way to the pylon, Matt. Back to even strength. Spallina toward the cage, go! His numbers through 2 seasons, I want to make this clear.
I don't think he's the athlete that Mike Powell was. Very few people are as skilled as Mike Powell is, but again, for the pressure.
Fits this offense extremely well because it's an offense, whereas if you have a Virginia with a Schellenberger and Cormier, Duke with all its weapons, Notre Dame with the Kavanaughs, as Cohn's got a chance here in transition, where Syracuse can get back into the game. Their face-off and their transition offense.
Right, looking down the field, English, an amazing athlete, finds Cohn. And to get 2 goals within 14 seconds. Sequence for Syracuse in the middle of the field, getting that possession.
Stevens has a matchup against Papendick. Swims by him and scores for Jake Stevens.
I really feel this offense is at its best when he initiates, particularly when he's guarded by a short
Sure of being in a tournament situation here. Spallina setting the tone a little bit with the goal to set off the run here. And you see that on this orange sideline. They are having more fun.
Every time I hear
explosion with that top hand a little bit more, and he's gonna, I think, probably use his body a little bit more low, but up top likes to have his hands together so he can explode a little bit more.
Here comes Dwan. Boy, he's been a weapon in transition.
Cage. Finn Thompson is patient as anyone inside, and Jamison, again, he's very quiet with his movements.
Spallina to Burt Whistle, another save. Entenmann, Jamison, Mark, Nunes, Colin Krieg at North Carolina. Look at the shake, the bake, and the finish. Give him 4 on the evening.
McAdory here, look at the quickness and the face dodge. And then the perfect release to
Denenza down the alley, McCool scoops it. English wants it. They find him. English turbos ahead. Over to Spallina, bang!
The entire way maintains possession. Then again, the Syracuse team in transition because they have players like Sam Ing.
Balsamo gets it to McAdory. Figueres picks him up quickly. Shot clock down to 12. Balsamo looking for a cutting Zawada. O'Neal picks it out of the air. O'Neal fires and scores. Folks, sometimes there's no defense for greatness.
Takes a shot after the whistle, or excuse me, after the goal. Could have been a flag on Syracuse. We hope O'Neal's okay. He's grabbing him.
Can't turn the corner. Another penalty on Duke. Off the scramble, roll up. Time expires. By 2 to Notre Dame. Hiltz plays catch. Stevens, he's got a first half hat trick. And Syracuse capitalized off the wing. He came into the game with 5 EMO goals. That's his 3rd
He dropped
goal.
it 3/4 and went low to the far post. This time again, drops it 3/4, but pulls facing and their stick work and really playing as a unit offensively.
I've had a number of coaches tell me this year their offense is the hardest to game plan for and to match up for. Game plan and match up against number 34. Another goal for O'Neal.
And he's going to run off a pick. And right here you can see Dwan goes over the top, but he gets his hands free.
8 saves for the freshman. Jimmy McCool, the sophomore from Boston, in goal for Syracuse, came in for Will Mark, who gave up 9 goals in the opening quarter. Now O'Neal sledgehammers through the defense, and he has been unleashed tonight. On the season for Dwan. Chooses discretion over valor. Ooh, English with a rocket.
The true matchup of the two favorites at this point to take it all home.
O'Neal, a man possessed today. Save McCool. Rebound, score. Sid Williams, so good around the crease.
Yet still has the hat trick here. O'Neal, again, all game, been being aggressive, taking it to the king. This Duke defense feels threatened, right? When do we start sliding? We saw that in the game earlier. Virginia didn't know when to slide and not to slide. And Duke, knowing they had shutting Syracuse down, as Duke on the offensive end.
Woken up.
Yeah, Duke came to play today. Just picture perfect offense. Great. Syracuse 2 for 5. Tonight on the man up. Right about its season average.
Hiltz to Stevens' great look.
For Duke, they've shown that may not be the case, but does it really matter? Because when they show up, which you think they will in the tournament, they're as good as anybody.
McAdory gets topside. A flag at the end of the play. Late hit. 5 goals.
By Carpenter, and then they push an offense. And one thing that has proven to be true today.
Shot clock down to 10. This attack did very little in the first meeting against Syracuse. They have dominated tonight. McCool. What sort of statement tonight? Well, let's see what happens here. Zawada streaking toward the cage. And transition. It started with Denenza on the ride. Zawada finishes.
Duke, what I loved is domination from an adjustment perspective. For sure. But again, like, seasons can get away from you. And oftentimes that happens in your record, but oftentimes it happens and reflects in your effort. And North Carolina fought hard all year long, and to end off in a win against Duke means a lot.
Syracuse.
But Syracuse tonight ran up against the Duke
They've
team.
played 2 games in the last 30 days this time of year. It's only 2 games, up to 79 points on the season. Needs 1 more point to become the first 80-point scorer at Syracuse since Kevin Rice in 2015. Right down the throw-up, part of a productive second midfield. Been a lot of memorable moments between these 2 programs.
Push tempo here.
Max, the redshirt freshman, who a year ago,
predominantly left-handed, has been running with the first midfield almost all year, but tonight with some of.
Penn is leading Cornell. Princeton beat Yale earlier today.
Again, so Penn, they win, right? They have a win over Duke, which will be one of the best wins in the country. Right, at least teams in the playoffs.
We have Spallina, his 4th goal. He posts up, he goes behind the back.
It's just a tough dodger. Again, this is against Kenny Brower. Just a nice job positioning, but this is his move, right? His ability.
And Clark said, no, I'll make sure we get there.
Clark can cut hair and drive a car at the same time.
Cut hair, drive a car. He can talk his way out of a ticket.
He can host a studio show.
There's DeJuan. 8th for the sophomore Billy DeJuan, whose dad was a legend, 3-time All-American.
A nice job, just a simple cut with the long stick and the smooth bounce.
And it's been a minute since they've been in the NCAA tournament. Missed it the last few years. Hard to fathom, Matt, they have not won an NCAA tournament game. McAdory off the side of the net. I didn't expect this today, Matt. I didn't expect 2 blowouts. One more for the unexpected. Any of these four teams we thought had a shot.
The bigger shock to me, right, was just how dominant Notre Dame was, athletically and physically, right? Moralized, like I think Virginia may be feeling right now, based on these outcomes.
Yeah, Syracuse is a team in the regular season. They beat Virginia. They did beat Duke in the regular season. Stevens gets left. It's been a bounce-back year. Coming into the year, we wondered. Syracuse and Johns Hopkins.
Great regular seasons.
Final whistle sounds. Duke in convincing fashion. Notre Dame earlier today.
Just delighted that we can continue to play and gain more experience as we go forward.
We look forward to seeing the game. We'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Notre Dame and Duke. It is part 2 of what feels like it's going to